Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, the style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Well, hello, lovers. I hope everybody is doing well on today. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. We have a big show planned for you on today, and we had to round up some folks. And of course, there was some technical difficulties, but we here, baby. You can't stop us. Can't stop, won't stop. Ain't that right, Diddy? Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, the show must go on, and we are here for the show. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, there was a big day that everybody was looking for all of the details on here in our Nesto sector, aka the Shirley Strawberry sector. If you are new to the channel or you're not quite sure what the hell I am talking about, trust me, it's a very, very interesting little reality show that we've been watching. It has everything. Okay, it has romance, it has crime, it has mistresses, it has sex, it got CP, it got things you don't want to even mention, but it's got it all. This case has it all. All right, it has ex-cons, it has all kinds of madness. So if you are familiar with the Steve Harvey morning show, it's hosted by a gentleman by the name of Steve Harvey. Yeah, the comedian. And he has a radio show, and he has a co-host on that radio show, and her name is Shirley Strawberry. And unfortunately, Shirley Strawberry made a very bad decision about 11 plus years ago or so, and she married this raggedy ass nigga named Ernest Williams. And he is on trial. Well, he's not on trial yet, but he is currently incarcerated at Cobb County Jail in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. And he's been accused of all kinds of things. So we're here to talk about the case. We're here to talk about some things that went on around the case and the shenanigans that went on around the folks who were there around the case. Okay. All right. Just go, trust me. Type in Shirley Strawberry, type in Ernest Williams. You'll get all you need to know. Got it? Good. All right. Excellent. So now today there was a court hearing, and our girl was boots on the ground today. And thank God she was, baby. Thank God she was. We needed multiple people in there to take notes on today. Why? Because a gorilla fumbled the bag on today. All because a gorilla fumbled the damn bag. Did you hit the like button though? Huh? I don't want to have to cut the feed. You hear me? Okay. Did you hit the like button? Because I'll cut this feed. I'll cut the live. The hell I will. Okay, hit the dislike button. I don't give a damn. All right, now listen. Our girl, black but not bitter. She is the star of this here show on today. Okay, she's gonna come on up here and she's gonna tell us everything that happened from the time she arrived in the courthouse to the time she left. All kinds of shit happened before, during, and after. All right, we will discuss it all. Yes, we will. But I invited my two good friends to come on and join us on tonight. First is our girl who hosts her own show where a lot of these shenanigans are often discussed. And her name is Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. Hey, Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon. Oh, Lord, girl, is you on mute, girl? Maximo. I just talked to her, y'all. She was just back here talking to us. Maybe she stepped away for a minute. Okay,
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
Yes.
I wasn't here. I had to get a snack.
No, I said to myself.
Now I gotta catch my breath. I'm sorry. What had happened? Did you say hi, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'm sorry. Did you say something to me? I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. What had happened?
A man named Dre. Sometimes he comes out here and he poses as a zesty young man named Dion. I said it. And oftentimes he comes out here as the one and only King Kong of consciousness. Is that what he calls himself, Leximo?
King Kong Conscious, Dr. King Kong Conscious.
Okay.
Great Garvey morning.
Yes. So sometimes he's that dude, but we have come to love one impression best, baby. And that is of the one and only Nasty Nesto himself. So let's invite to the stage the one, the only, the multifaceted Native Tribe, Twinkle Toe Urban Media. Yes. Hey, Native.
But me, they say Nasty Nesto. They call me out all the time. They say I'm Nasty Nesto.
What they call you?
What they call you, Nesto? Nasty Nesto.
Yes. These folks out here trying to make a name of themselves.
Man, look, you know what? I'm sitting here all day mad. All day mad because I ain't at the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
All day mad because I can't quote mystical to Sylvia. Somebody said you was looking for me. Here I go. I'm mad. I'm mad because I ain't get to look in that heifer's face and say, somebody said you was looking for me. Here I go. The man right here. The man right here. That's what I wanted to say to her, but I didn't get a chance to. So I've been mad about that all day. But it's all good. It's all good. I ain't get to sing. I ain't get to sing my mystical songs to her, but it's all good. Yeah, I heard it was nothing but a mess down there today. That's
a mess. So we are so glad because since a slow rilla fumbled the bag and self-sabotage like a mother sucker on today, right. We are glad that our girl, the one and only Black but not bitter, was there to pick up all the tea that was spilling around that damn joint. Okay.
Hello.
She mopped it up. So please give a warm welcome to our girl, our love. Put some kissy emojis in the chat for Black but not bitter. This is gonna be the first time you hear her voice, isn't it?
Her first time. What'd you say?
This is gonna be the first time they hear her voice, I think. No. Well, she been on your. Oh, that's right. She's been on your channel. She's been. I forgot about that. Okay. So, but then again, put them lips in the chat for our girl, our sister, our friend, Black but not bitter. Hey, girl.
Good afternoon, everyone. And yes, I am female. I know my voice sounds like a man, but I am all female. You can ask my husband and my gynecologist.
Oh my God, that wasn't the intro I was expecting.
These people be deep in mother sucker's business like that, okay? They might contact the gynecologist. Shit.
That was not the intro I was expecting today. Shit, okay.
Okay.
We're verifying with gynecologists and shit.
Jesus. Just weird. Anyway. But thank you so much, Black but not bitter girl. So I talked to you first thing this morning when you got to the courthouse, honey. Was there shenanigans before court even started or what?
Yes, first of all, I was up till whatever time you ended, but I was still awake. I still woke up before my alarm went off, like it was Christmas morning or something. Sitting up
It,
anxious to go downtown.
it kind of was though.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, in some ways, it actually was. All right, Christmas in August, baby, it was because
but
this is probably the best, most eventful court day there has ever been.
I didn't know how eventful it was going to be until I was in the midst of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when I first got there, probably about 5 minutes after 9 or so, walk into the court room. Only
Mm-hmm.
one person is sitting on the bench. Well, I use the word person loosely. Uh,
Ooh,
there, there was only one human type person sitting on the bench, and
human
that
time.
was the one and only. Can we pull her song up?
Oh, I absolutely can.
I'm disappointed. You were supposed to call ICE.
Y'all mess.
She got a big ass body and some ass breasts. Do like a gorilla and beat on your chest. Silverback, 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 silverback. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. That's my whole, and she left her baby daddy in the past. You are first, but I'm about to be her last. Pillow talking and she say your dick trash. She loving how this puppy eat her ass. She ain't no
Ew.
I know. Very nasty. It's very nasty.
So
Okay.
when I opened the doors up, that song started to play.
I have one question to
Yeah.
start. Well, did you catch a whiff of her walk
Mm-mm.
by ear?
No, but
Is it
I
like
can
they say it is? Is the question.
if it smells anything like what she looked like,
Wow.
Oh,
I'm scared.
Wow.
I told Black but not bitter. I was like, look, they say her walk away air don't smell too fresh, so you need to watch that.
So
okay.
I'm like, first of all, why do you keep reaching for thick material on the days when it's almost 1,000 degrees outside? Because she
Oh my God.
and
Oh,
the rumor about her not wearing a bra is not true. However, she did have on a bra big enough for Sonya to wear.
oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. This gets crazier by the minute.
So the straps, you could tell the straps were falling off her shoulder, were not falling. They had not made it up
What
to
she
her
have on?
shoulders. It was
What was she?
a black knit dress, and I could tell she had on bikini underwear because she had that Dunlap was hanging all over the top of the bikini underwear,
Oh my God.
and she had some what my girlfriend would call some scooter bouts on. I don't know what kind of shoes these were that she had on.
Oh
Like
my
I
God.
don't like my mother, like not even an old person would wear these shoes. So
Mm.
she, and then her hair, not one piece of moisture in it. Has never seen no grease, no oil, no moisturizer, no conditioner, and it's as coarse and as tight
Mm.
as it looks. It's probably worser in person, and that's gonna be my new word today.
No worse, sir.
Yes, I'm like, you got up early, bright and early, and you still forgot to stop by the mirror and think that you can run a rake or something through that hair. But as soon as I walked in, she's like, "Oh, I love your hair. It's beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you." I'm just trying to embrace my natural color, let some of the blonde grow out. Oh, I've been embraced my gray hair a long time ago.
We know.
Mm-hmm. And so she kept trying to have like little small talk, like I'm just waiting for my Rule 22 to get approved because I'm gonna be filming. I'm like, oh, I didn't allude to it, letting her know that I knew what that meant. So I just like whatever she shared, that's what I accepted. So that's how it all kind of started off today.
So did her hair look like this for real?
Yes, no lie, no lie, no lie. That back was back and
Oh my God.
Like it had gone right back up on the Amistad and sailed right back across to Africa. Like it was
Oh,
horrible,
just in
horrible.
her kitchen.
Mm, the whole
Uh,
cafeteria,
oh,
the whole thing. It was
okay.
horrible.
So she's complimenting you and whatnot, and then
Hmm.
what happened? Y'all went into the courtroom around the same time. Then.
Well, she was there first. I'm not sure what time she arrived, but I got there and she was the only other person there in the
Mm-hmm.
like the gallery
Uh-huh.
or the galley, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on row 4. She's on row 6, but we're kind of sitting catty corner to one another.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as Big Hoof arrives,
Mm-hmm.
she scoots all the way up to this row right behind him. So he's on row 1.
So
She
she was.
goes to row 2.
Ah.
And then she starts whispering in his ear and stuff like that. And then she act like she didn't have her charger to her work equipment. So she borrowed a charger from them for her phone. She had 2 phones, one that was on a tripod and one that she was holding.
Mm-hmm.
So you said that. So she made her way up there, and then I'll let you continue to ask, and I'll fill in where I need to.
No, that's okay. Go ahead. She made her way up there, and was she able to? Oh, that's right, because Nesto, they had to bring him in. So she's
Yep.
talking to Hoover before Nesto is brought in there. Is that what you're
Right.
saying?
Yeah. So he's still sitting back on the benches. So there's the rows of benches where the audience sits, and then there's the little swinging door that leads to the area where the um, prosecution and the defense sit. So he's not up there because he's not presenting yet. But he
Mm-hmm.
comes in with like 1 or 2 of his colleagues, and probably about 15 minutes later, here comes the A team. So here comes Wooten and Winfrey and some other person that I did not
Mm-hmm.
recognize.
So Wooten and Winfrey came in together.
And that Perry Mason music came on like like they was about to tear some stuff up. But let me back up. Let me
Ooh.
back up a second before I got into the courtroom. There's like
Uh-huh.
a little digital sign with all the cases and times and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I could never figure out why Ernest's name was entered twice, but it was listed differently. Like one of them had like also known as Nesto, and the other one didn't. It
Oh,
was just
really? It
hmm
said also known as Nesto on the board?
right, like it quotes Nesto and some other words around. I
Really?
have to go back and look at the picture. I think I sent it to you, but yeah, I couldn't understand why his name was listed twice
Okay.
until court started,
Uh-huh.
and then they were kind of doing some preliminary housekeeping, and they started off with some pleadings and some other miscellaneous things. And when they talked about his case about where it would fall in the order of service, um, so Winfrey gives up and is like, "Da Winfrey, I'm here for the Williams sex crimes case." I'm like, "Huh?" Like, wait a minute.
Ooh.
All right. Like, okay, and then they start rolling off like a roster of the different charges of what that included. Like, okay, and it just got indicted. He just got indicted on that recently. I have to go back through my notes and see what the date was. And
Mhm,
then Wooten talked about he was there for the suppression hearing, and he would have 2 witnesses.
mhm, mhm,
So in between, because the judge said we're going to need more time for this one, so we're going to call some of these other cases. So they did some of those other cases, and then eventually they got around to Nestos after a break. But
okay,
in between there,
mhm,
Wisdom's daughter, she shows up.
mhm,
So she came a little bit after 10 or so. So
okay,
things started to move along.
uh-huh,
And then shortly thereafter,
mhm.
was I'm gonna call it by his real
Dana,
YouTube name, Dana J. He
uh-huh.
shows up and sits next to Wisdom's daughter.
Okay, so now at this point, just so we're clear, Sylvia Hoover and the front table is at like row 1.
Hmm.
Sylvia is sitting behind him in row 2.
Correct. And I'm in row 4.
You're in row 4. Where does
Hmm.
Wisdom's daughter and Dana J, where do they go to sit?
So when Wisdom comes in, because she's seen me before,
Uh-huh, right.
I'm giving her that hostage. I'm being held hostage look, like, don't come over here. So because I don't I don't want to give away who I am or that I'm in any way associated with anything YouTube. So
Uh-huh.
she catches on, and then she sits about 3 rows behind me. And then
Okay.
I sent her a message through. I had her email from off of her page, so I emailed her, and
Uh-huh.
she's like, got it. So she understood that I wanted to kind of be solo
Yeah.
to to maintain as much anonymity as possible.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Now you know that's over now, though, right?
exactly.
It's a wrap. So when you go back again, it's a wrap. Okay. But
I'm gonna change my hair up next time. But but
okay.
but Dana J was probably there all of, if 10 minutes he was there, because what's her name must have sniffed him out, because almost as soon as he came in, she saw him, and
Mm-hmm.
she I'm referring to as Sylvia. So
Mm-hmm.
she gets up and goes and talks to a deputy. I later find out that she told the deputy that this man has been stalking her and he had tried to get her arrested while she was in New York. So
Mm-hmm.
they go over and tap, one of the deputies goes over and taps Dana and takes him out into the hallway.
So
Out,
hold on for 1 second. I just want to be clear. So where you're sitting, you saw her go over to
Mhm.
this person and approach him. But I'm just curious, were you able to hear that conversation, or you were just able to,
I was told
ascertain?
after I was told
Wow.
after the fact.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So you just see her go over there, and then they talk, and next thing you know, the bailiff is going to talk to Dana J.
correct, because I can see her talking. I can't hear her, but I can see her talking and pointing in his direction, because I knew it was connected because she saw him come in when I did. And
Mm-hmm.
then she immediately walked over to one of the sheriff deputies and said something. They take him out in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking just for a conversation that she was, just make sure you keep your distance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he never comes back in.
My thing is this, though. I don't understand how that happened, because one other time she got put out of court because he had that same restraining order. So I'm curious as to why that worked against him today. Even though he may not have had it with them, I mean, that should be something that's easy to look up for them. They're in a freaking courthouse. Like, I'm confused as to why someone wouldn't have double checked that, or if he says no, 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 it's the other way around. She's not supposed to be where I am.
Right. So again, later on, when I find out all the things that transpire with him, because he did not have a physical copy of it to prove that he's the one that has the restraining order, he was asked to leave. So he never
Mhm.
ever comes back in. Never ever.
Wow, I just don't understand that. That's odd to me, because
Yeah.
I want to know, did he have it with him that first time when they put her out? I'm just curious. But here's
No.
the other thing: why was Dana J at this court proceeding if, in fact,
Mm,
allegedly he
mm.
and everybody were supposed to be in court in Clayton County? Weren't they?
And I would assume that neither one of them went, because first of all, she was there before I was, so she was there prior to 9 a.m. He came after 10, so presumably he could have possibly been down there and came up to Fulton County. I don't know, but
I,
he wasn't dressed as if he had been to court, because he had on like sweatpants, like a jogging outfit and a cap.
I
So
can answer that. He wasn't.
Okay.
He said it was canceled.
But when did he find that out?
He was there, according to him. He was
Oh,
there.
okay. Okay. Oh, so he went and then they canceled it. And okay. So her attorney, when she spoke yesterday that she didn't need to be there, then she actually was telling the truth.
Right now, why he didn't know that, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, very.
yeah, because I
Mhm.
checked it. I'm checking it now to see if there was any updates to the docket, but he didn't come till well after 10 o'clock. Everything didn't start on time, of course, but he didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Nate,
Yep.
do you have any questions for anything thus far?
No.
Okay.
I do think that it's interesting though that she went over to Hoover
Mhm.
to say something to him.
Mhm.
And I wonder what the fuck that could have been, except a message from Sonya, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Sean Hoover didn't say, "Ooh, get the fuck away from me," is kind of telling too. So, because that's what I would have did if I'm sitting there and she would have came up to me, talking to me, I would have been like, "Ew, get the fuck away from me." So maybe there's some familiarity there that we don't know about, but I don't know. That seems a little strange.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
And Apparently, he can't find a tailor anywhere in the tri-state metropolitan area of Atlanta to get him a suit fitted right.
Mm.
So he had on sweats when you saw him because he was dressed for court.
Oh, you're talking about Dana J.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
talking about-
Dana J
you know,
had
Dana
on
J was
sweats.
dressed for initially and then
Mhm.
changed his clothes.
He had to.
He had to change his clothes.
No, I'm saying he had to. I saw him on his live. See, I was all over the place, and I
Mhm.
saw him on his live. He was at court then, at his court.
Okay.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
just
so
wonder why would he put sweats on to come there? He's already dressed like, appropriately for court. And you're going to another court. Why would you take off those clothes and put on? Anyway,
the person I was referring to as far as having the ill-fitting suit was Hoover.
Hoover.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's-
tight suit Hoover.
Yes.
That's what she's talking about.
Like, because
That doesn't shock me.
I don't know if you remember, if you all are old enough, back on Saturday morning, there was this little commercial about time for timers.
Mhm.
And the person had like the small legs and like the upper body was bigger. Like
He was hankering for a hunk of cheese.
Yes, right.
Mhm.
Hilarious.
When you get up and go, then got up and went. Hankering for a hunk of cheese. Yeah. Yeah.
Hilarious.
So he had a persistent wedgie the whole time. Like,
Oh Lord. Girl, you was paying attention to these people's undergarments. Where's you not, girl?
I knew you all wanted all the details.
and we do. I love the mess. Okay.
And like the shoulders of the jacket were too big, but then the arms were too tight.
Of course.
But he was always like pulling at it and like trying to put that one button together. And
Oh Jesus.
yes.
Mary Lou says Silverback told the sheriff that she was there first. That's why Dana J had to leave. Now, here's the thing about that. I remember we had a discussion similar to this. We had a discussion, and Pam happened to be in the chat, and I said, Pam, does that make sense that something about Dana J saying he was going to New York, and she was, that's what we were discussing. Dana J said he was going to New York, but Silverback was already going to be in New York. And Silverback said, I'm calling my attorney. I'm going to try and get him arrested or some shit like that. She said, because he's trying to set me up and I'm already going there and he's following me. And I remember Pam saying, no, wherever Dana J goes, it's his world until this whole thing is, no more.
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
That's what, because I've had several, and when I was married, it doesn't matter. Say, for example, if I were to go somewhere, say if he was at the mall and I was to show up at the mall and he was there first, if I showed up, he had to go because I had a restraining order. So it doesn't matter who gets where first. The person with the restraining order runs the show pretty much, like you were saying. So he would have had to leave. So if in court, what should have happened today is when Dana J walked in, Sylvia should have had to leave because he has the restraining order. I was also wrong. I went and looked at the video again. He had on sweats in court today, which I don't understand that, but when he was in Clayton County.
Now, this is what I want to get into, and I don't know how far along into the proceedings. You guys, just so you know, we are going to get into the meat and bones of what was discussed during the actual hearing itself. But I'm just trying to look. We want a little bit of the mess too now. Okay, we're gonna talk about the mess as well. So just be patient. We will get to the details of the case itself. But I'm just curious, at what point was it when there was that situation where you noticed Sylvia trying to police what Wisdom's daughter had going on? And the reason why, you guys, when she mentioned like where she was sitting and where Sylvia was sitting, where Hoover is, and I asked specifically where Wisdom's daughter was sitting, that was for a reason, and you'll understand better why. So at what point in the day, was this still early on at the first part of the hearing? When did that whole altercation happen? And tell us about that.
So I guess if you can picture, we're kind of all sitting diagonally. So Sylvia's row 2. I'm row 4, kind of in the center of the whole set of pews in that section, and then off to over my shoulder to the right, about 3 rows back. That's where Wisdom's daughter was sitting, as well as briefly Dana J.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking it was probably towards the end of Shirley's testimony, leading into the investigator's testimony.
Okay.
Sylvia, again, she noticed when Wisdom's daughter came in, so she was probably on high alert. So she
Oh,
knew.
and let me stop you right there real quick too. You make it a good point. So this is into the testimony, and Wisdom's daughter, she's something you said right before that made me think of where she was sitting and the fact that she was on high alert. Something you said. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought just that fast. Go ahead. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
so we're all kind of sitting diagonal to one another, where Sylvia's row 2, I'm row 4, Wisdom's daughter's about 2 or 3 rows back, still in that line of being diagonal.
Oh,
So
I know what it was. I know it was. This is also after she has cut her feed, right? She's no longer,
no,
because she was streaming for a while. By now, she's not streaming, but now she's policing what's going on.
I didn't even know about the stopping of the stream until I had left court, because the entire time it appeared as if she was streaming, because she
Okay.
had her phone on a tripod. She had a phone on the tripod. She had another phone in her hand, and she had a laptop. So,
Mm-hmm.
so in the midst of, like, between the testimonies of Shirley and the investigator, Sylvia, because she's monitoring Wisdom's every move, she saw that Wisdom had her head down and it appeared that she was on her phone, which she was.
Mm-hmm.
So Sylvia gets the deputy's attention, and I
Oh
could
my
hear
God.
this time it wasn't like I was assuming what she said. I could hear. She
Mm.
said, that girl back there, she's the one that was found in contempt the last time, and she's on her phone.
Ooh,
So,
Sylvia.
so from where we were in that kind of corner of the courtroom, he just gets Wisdom's daughter attention, and just kind of like mouths, "Put your phone up," and she's like, "Okay." So again, that wasn't good enough. Through all the whole every 5 minutes, I'm thinking she's looking at me. I'm like, you want me?" She's like, "No." "Is that girl behind you? She's still on her phone?" And I look
Oh my
behind him.
God. She trying to employ you into,
Right.
Lord, a
And I
damn mess.
That's okay. We was doing our own employing, so
and at that time, it was true. I said, "No, she's not." Well, a few minutes later, because she's still monitoring, Wisdom's daughter pulls out her phone again and was down there texting or whatever she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets the deputy's attention again.
Oh my God.
So he leaves his post, because he's sitting adjacent to the judge. So the judge is up on the bench. He has a little station right to the side of him, in a little desk, like kind of like the witness stand. He gets up out of there, walks behind the defense table, the prosecution table, out the little swinging doors over to where Wisdom's daughter is, pulls her to the side, has a chat with her to put her phone up. So
Wow.
she comes back in, and she just starts taking notes in her little notebook. Well, he stays over there, because I guess he don't want to keep having to get the little signal from Sylvia. So he
Oh
stays
my
over.
God.
So he stays over there for a while and notices that she's just still taking notes, manual notes, in her book, and then he eventually goes and sits back down. But again, that wasn't good enough. Further into the
Ridiculous.
testimony,
Ridiculous.
she's she's leaning back and trying to look around me, and I'm like, I knew what she was doing. I'm like, "Do you want me?" She's like, "No." She's like mouthing, "That girl behind you, is she on her phone?" And I'm like, "No." So, but
Mm.
she could never relax the whole time, because first of all, it started off with Dana J. She got him out. So her next mission was, what can she do to get Wisdom's daughter out? But she never got kicked out, because she complied. Because I didn't even know. I thought when we were on breaks that you could take your phone out. You can't do that. So I went to him.
Mm.
I went to him later on. I'm like, I thought it was like church, like when the pastor leaves the pulpit, you can pull out. I said, when I thought when the pastor leave the pulpit, you can do stuff because he said you're on break. He's like, no, you can't pull your phone out at all. Like, okay, I got it.
Oh
So
man.
let me know when you want me to start into the
Okay.
moment of truth.
Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Well, first, let me do a couple of quick things. First and foremost, let me say thank you. Take a breath for becoming a member on today. I really appreciate that so much. Miss Principal, thank you for the super chat. Hello, hello, hello. In my Nesto voice, yeah, baby, we here. We here for the tea. Did y'all hit the like button? Please hit that damn like button. All right, work in progress. Hello. So is freedom still lost or in hiding? Huh? Okay. That's a good ass question.
Freedom nor Victorious were in court today.
They were not subpoenaed. They were not subpoenaed.
They were with St. Peter.
They ain't coming either. What you say, Leximo?
They was with St. Peter.
Yeah.
Wait. So you mean to tell me that Ernesto is not free and starting his RV park?
Spoiler alert.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought he was.
Go ahead.
I thought he was free.
He ain't free, and neither is Sylvia.
He said that the trumpets was gonna blow for St. Peter or whatever the hell he said. And then he said that it was going to be freedom coming and it was coming soon. And today was going to be the day. He even told his son he would never lie to his son. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
So he was shining a trumpet for no reason.
He was blowing it. He was blowing it.
Blowing for
after he shined it up.
Yeah, he shined it and blew it.
I'm so confused. I am.
He was blowing and shining somebody's trumpet. I don't know if it was St. Peter's. That's the thing.
Oh my God.
I wonder, did he spit on it?
Oh my God. I'm not old enough for this conversation.
Oh my God, that's right. Thank you, Work in Progress. See what you started. Okay. Thank you, Work in Progress, for the super chat. Twin Mom 14, thank you for the super chat. I thought Nesto was going to blow his trumpet today.
Thank you.
He's gonna blow something in somebody's trumpet, maybe, but it won't be St. Peter's.
Oh
not if that's the horn to freedom. That is no. Okay. I'm just saying. But thank you, sis. Thank you, Twin Mom. Work in progress. Thank you for the super chat. I can't stand by and watch y'all talk about the wildebeest, so I'm going to go lay down and watch. You are a fool.
Something wrong with that one.
Something's really wrong with her. But thank you, girl. Love you. Okay. Freedom is coming. Shirley's walk by air sent nasty spiraling to hell. But I bet her walk by air. Ooh, baby. I bet her walk by air is rich and sweet and sophisticated. Oh yeah, she smell like money. I bet she smell and look like money. I don't know if she got any in her bank account. Not my business, but I bet you she smelled and looked like it. Damn it, I bet you she did. And I bet Sylvia was choking because she ain't never smelled nothing that smelled good because she been hanging around Sonya's ass, shitty ass.
I bet you Nesto wish he had that walk by air right about now.
If he do. Woo wee. Oh my God. Thank you. Freedom is coming. Irie Vibes. Somebody raised $30 in the entire 1 hour live. Donations, gifts,
lunch,
parking. No, that didn't cover shit. That $30. Anyway, thank you so much, Irie Vibes. Hey, Miss Lady, love this panel. Love you back. Thank you so much for the super chat. Them folks, baby, thanks for coming and becoming a member here. We love you. We love you. Thank you for coming. Sanders RN, thank you for the super chat. Drop your cash app, Black but not bitter. I'm sure many will want to bless you for taking one for the family. Thank you, Sanders RN.
Thank you, Sanders.
Black but not bitter, you want to change your name on, do you want to put up your cash app?
Oh, don't do that. No, thank you.
Are you sure?
I guess I have to figure out what it is.
Well, when you figure it out, let us know, okay?
All right.
Let us know. I revives. Dang, this already better than Slowrilla's Silverback's frowsy stream. Child, just a mess. See, and here's the thing: people are going to be hanging on every word of each person who had a different perspective in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Because there are other people like Wisdom's daughter. She's going to go live. She's going to talk about what she heard. Fran's coming back with Joey. He's going to tell what he heard. Joey was in the courtroom. Like, not bitter saw Joey. She had to because it was in the courtroom. I'm just saying. Uh-oh. And then
Really?
what else was I going to say? Who else is going to be there talking? Slowrilla will probably be back talking something. But maybe, you know what, Black Banana, you said something. You said that you didn't really, and I know you didn't because you and I talked as soon as you left the courtroom. We're talking, and I told you that the stream had been cut, right? Isn't that when you
Correct.
found out?
Yes,
So,
I didn't know.
so if you're saying that the camera appeared as if nothing had changed, maybe y'all, she did go ahead and record something. Maybe she has a recording or an audio, and maybe she's going to share that later. And if she's stupid, she'll go straight to members. But if she really wants a click and a view, she'll come out here and she'll share it because I bet that's the one thing that would bring us over there. I'm just saying.
I got a question though. Okay, so before her stream went down, she had the screen went black, like she had put her hand over it, but you could still hear. So I know it was recording because I was still trying to listen to Shirley and then it went off. So I was not wondering if a birdie might have wondered if Sylvia was supposed to be recording. And I don't know if that it was at that moment that the stream went dark.
That's
and
a good
then
question.
went off.
That's a good question because remember I said when I first got there, she was like, I'm waiting for my Rule 22 to get approved. But I never saw anything transpire that said.
Oh, wait a minute. She was waiting for the approval. She said in the car yesterday that they approved it. I thought she was talking to, maybe I misheard her, but I thought she said she had been approved and he approved it like super, like quickly. So maybe she's talking about another case.
I heard her Friday say she had one for the case in Albany, but today she specifically said to me, not knowing that I've heard other stuff from her, she specifically said, I'm just waiting for my Rule 22 to get approved, so I'm going to be filming. So, but I think,
and then
because you told me that it stopped streaming, but I told you also that it looked like she was still streaming the entire time, but she had the camera, one on the tripod going, but she was on her phone. I could tell it was almost like she was FaceTiming because I could see her face in the phone, the one that's in her hand. And she was saying something and she was pointing to stuff on the like she was talking to someone on her phone and pointing stuff out in the courtroom to that other person. Because she was throughout the whole day, she was texting whomever, I can guess who it was.
You know who that was, child.
And then she was like I said, she was projecting what was on the one phone that was on the tripod and pointing to stuff to whoever was looking at it from her phone in her hand. So,
okay. Interesting.
I'll
put in the chat. Let me just say this real quick. Put in the chat who y'all think she was texting. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Lexi Moon.
Before real quick, the other reason it might have stopped is because during one of the breaks, when I was talking to one of the deputies, and I said, "Is this going to be on YouTube or anything?" He's like, "Yeah, it's on YouTube." I said, "I didn't know that it was being streamed." He's like, "Yeah, that lady over there has a Rule 22." So when I walked back over there, and I'm like, again, incognito, I didn't know this was going to be on YouTube. I could have stayed home and watched it on there. I could have saved my gas. She said, "Oh, I just cut mine off." So because it was still in that time period when you all said that the stream had stopped. So I don't know that she thought that I had told on her, and that was an inadvertent comment that I made to the deputy. He told me about it being streamed and her streaming it, and as soon as I said that, she told me that I just cut mine off. But then again, the camera came back on, appearing to be that she was streaming on the one camera, but still talking to somebody through the other one.
Lord have mercy.
And,
Just ask. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
and doing stuff on the lap. So I don't know how all the stuff gets set up with YouTube and all that. So, but I don't know if she was trying to set up her studio or something on her laptop, and then she was doing stuff on the phone, the one phone on the tripod, and then the one phone on her hand. So I don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Just ask Shar. I've got questions. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Hit the like button. Thank you, baby. Tell them. Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, and for the CashApp thing, thing, I'm not gonna do it because my CashApp name is my real name.
Okay. Gotcha.
Thank you. But thank you all. Appreciate it.
Sanders RN said IS is a perpetual other. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Sanders RN. Mrs. Cynthia Carter RN 77. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. Yes. Likes. Hit the likes, y'all. Okay, like the live. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Did it highlight? Okay, it did. Okay. All right, Florida T-Bird, thank you so much for the super chat. Sylvia says when she was in the car leaving the courthouse, she is going to do a Zoom with her friends. So the Zoom she does with her friends, you think she's going to show her live there? Do you think or not live, but you think she has a recording? I got a feeling she seems too stupid. Like, look, and even if you did cut the feed, why on earth wouldn't you have just sat there and minded your business? Still, you are policing everybody else in the courtroom, trying to get them kicked out and not paying attention to the actual substance that's going to happen in this case on this day in that room. The man's life that's at stake that you're supposed to be advocating and praying for. Why weren't you serious about paying attention and exposing what was being said, all the evidence they don't have? That makes no sense to me. Anyway. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I got another question. Does Sean Hoover only own that blue suit? I'm just curious.
Oops. My God. I think he had a brownish, taupish one time back too. But maybe. I want to say, or at least maybe that's just how he looks in my mind. But yeah, I don't know. But you're one thing's for sure. They don't fit and they're all the same size. If nothing else, they're all the same size. Okay.
And they got a perpetual wedgie.
So do you think at trial he gonna say, if my suit don't fit,
you must have quit.
You must have quit. Okay.
Good day.
No, he must have quit. Somebody must have quit him from that suit or that suit from him. Shit. Release, free him.
He ain't got no other defense. I'm just saying, there's no other defense. So he got to come with the suit. If the suit don't fit, you must have quit.
Child. And he always put in for a leave of absence. Damn, he's trying to be done with this shit. He's tired of them tight-ass suits. Reality Check TV Chicago, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, VLenore panel mods in chat. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. And here we got No Michnunya. Wait, No Michnunya. Did I say it right? No Michnunya. Thank you so much for the super chat. Here is a daily word for Silverback. Petty may trend online, but it's not a fruit of the spirit. Child, she doesn't know anything about the fruits of the spirit. That is the last thing she knows. Trust me. This lady is a fraud.
She got a big ass body and some last breasts. Do like a gorilla and beat on your chest. Silverback, silverback, silverback. Silverback, silverback, silverback. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. That's my whole, and she left her baby daddy in the past. You are first, but I'm about to be her last. Pillow talking and she say your dick trash. She loving how this puppy eat her ass. She ain't no.
Ew, that's nasty.
Legacy.
So do you think that's what the new dude be saying to Ronald? Like he just told Ronald, like, yeah, she say your dick was trash. She
Well,
love the way I eat, she love the way I eat her ass.
No, maybe her dick is trash.
No,
I don't know, but somebody had said last night they had Prime. So so here we go. Okay, I don't understand this. It doesn't make sense. Okay, this footage that I'm looking at now is not the same footage that I was looking at when she was streaming. What I can't understand is she had that camera on the tripod, and then she had her face looking down at another camera talking to it, because it had scared me when she showed it right quick. But so what she's doing is she's showing the hearing, and then she's looking down at a phone talking. So I don't know how that works, because I don't do that kind of recording. But that stream cut off as well. We also had to look at her foot and her legs and all that stuff.
Ew.
But I don't, this is not making sense, but it seems to be, and the title of it is, Lord, these folks lying. I have a Rule 22. That's what her new stream that I'm looking at now, that I'm seeing for the first time over on the other channel.
I haven't said that she didn't have one, and I was told that she did, or she told me that she was waiting for one, and the deputy told me that she did have one. So that didn't come from us.
Yeah.
Well, she lies. So I mean, she probably just did that for clickbait too. She had a whole 214 views. Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. First of all, Texas Toy, tell the baby I said hi. Texas Toy baby love my show. Okay. She love my show and she liked that song. Okay. But I don't want her singing it. Okay. I don't want her to sing it. Okay. Anywho, Attitude and Tylenol. Thank you, girl. See, look, y'all gonna make me do it again. Attitude and Tylenol said, play our jam again, please. All right, by special request from Texas Toys Baby and Attitude and Tylenol.
She got a big ass body and some last breasts. Do like a gorilla and beat on your chest. Silverback, silverback, silverback. Silverback, silverback, silverback. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. That's my hoe, and she left her baby daddy in the past. You are first, but I'm about to be her last. Pillow talking and she say your dick trash. She loving how this puppy eat her ass. She ain't no.
All right. Anywho, I got another song coming real soon. I played it for the panel right before we started, child.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh God. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay.
So, go ahead, Lexi.
I saw a comment in the chat that says that Wisdom's daughter had on her community wall that Sylvia didn't have a Rule 22, and that is what her community wall says.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. You know, I mean, I could read it if you want me to, but that is what it says.
Go ahead, read it.
It says, I'm here at the Nesto hearing. Why was infamous Sylvia live streaming in court with no Rule 22? P.S. Shirley Strawberry was called as the first witness, baby. She was looking good. That's what it says.
Okay. All right. And that's the perfect segue. So let's talk about it. We know that Shirley hit the stand. What happened? What was the first thing that came to mind for you, Black Not Bitter?
Well, first of all, what came to mind when they went to this case of his for the suppression, and he said they had two witnesses. Never, ever, ever, ever did it ever dawn on me that one of those witnesses might be Shirley Strawberry today. Maybe for the actual case, the trial, But for
Right.
today's stuff, it never ever crossed my mind until he was saying we're going to call our first witness. And as he was leading up to it, I'm turned to my right and looked out the hallway. I'm like, that lady looks, well, before that, and back up, three ladies sitting next to me on the,
Mm-hmm.
on the row, didn't know
Mm-hmm.
who they were, thought they were with somebody that might have a hearing. Well, before as he is leading up to introducing Shirley, I look out in the hallway. I'm like, that lady looks familiar. And he's like, I like to call this stand Miss Shirley Strawberry. And my heart started pounding. and I'm
I
and I'm
bet your
like,
heart wasn't pounding as hard as Ernest William was.
and I'm like, how do I reach in my purse and and not take this phone out and get caught and send this text to my people? So she walks in. She has and I wrote down what she had on. She had a beautiful black long sleeve dress, a string of
Mhm.
pearls, some pearl studs, about probably a 3 to 4 inch patent leather slingback pump, and a perfectly lined red lip.
All right now.
Sonya
So
could
fast.
never.
It-
Ever, ever, ever. Okay. And you know her walk by air ain't worth a damn. Okay. That diaper go past somebody. Baby, but that and she poor too. Okay, rolling around in a sardine can. Okay,
but
living, surely living good, looking good.
and I think that's what took me by surprise the most, because I never even thought about her even being there today. That was my thing, was I'm gonna get to see Nesto in person. Never ever did I
Mhm,
think I would see her there. So
mhm,
she goes to the stand, and they're going through the contract, first of all talking about the marriage, about what were the grounds for the divorce, was multiple
mhm,
marriages. Um, she denies giving him permission to purchase that F-350. Um, so, some of the phone numbers on the phone number listed on the on the application for her is not her phone number.
mhm,
Um, and then she was having trouble reading some of the print he wanted her to read off the contract. So she said, I might need some glasses.
mhm.
So one of the women sitting next to me proceeds to pass some glasses up to one of the attorneys to hand to her. Come to find out, thank you, Legacy Moon, that person was Mississippi Monica that was sitting.
Mhm.
So she was one of the people sitting next to me on the row where I was. So
Okay.
they're going through the contract, and then one of the first names they come across is, of course, Carlos Lamont. She did not know him by
What?
that name.
What?
And then there was a name on there named Falta Ellis. She
Mhm,
did not know who that person was. Although
mhm,
this contract is, the name was hers, the social
mhm,
security number that was listed was hers, the birth date was hers, the phone number was
mhm.
not Shirley's. But again, they get to Falta. She didn't know who that person is, did not recognize the phone number.
Okay.
Later down the line, when I'm jumping ahead, because the investigator, when they look into this Falta Ellis, and the phone number,
Mhm,
she's a real person. That's a real phone number. That was not that woman's phone number. She said, my daughter uses that phone number, and I believe she's an associate of Mr. Williams. So another time, all these people are all leading back to Ernest. Nobody is associated with Shirley.
wow.
They get down to the part where it says her professional title. She said, that's not the title I would use, because it listed her as the iHeart radio host. And they asked her,
Mhm,
what would you introduce yourself as? She said, I would introduce myself as the co-host of the Steve Harvey morning show.
mhm.
Um, they get down to the signature. She said that is not her signature, and she did not authorize anybody to sign for her. They get to a name of Desiree Torres. She doesn't know who that Desiree Torres is.
Mhm.
So Nesto had and then they asked, well, when did you find out that this truck was listed in your name? She said, I didn't find out about it until he was arrested in 2022. And he's like, what? And so
Do you what? Look, Native, you supposed to be the sound effects. What are you doing over there?
What? Wow.
Wow.
I'm an innocent man.
So when the deputies, proceeds to tap him on the shoulder and like, you got one more time and I'm gonna clear the courtroom kind of thing. Let's see. Nestor had an outburst when she said she didn't know anything about the truck, blah, blah, blah.
Well, when that outburst happened, how did the judge address it? Like, was he annoyed? He didn't say nothing?
No, that was surprising because the person that addressed it was the little bailiff / sheriff person that was sitting next to him.
But the judge said nothing. What about Hoover? Did Hoover say anything or nudge him or anything?
He didn't appear to nudge or like, man, shut up. None of that stuff. It was like he probably was used to his ignorance. I don't know.
Yeah, Hoover like, man, this nigga
here. I want to do the reenactment. I had heard that the lady had got on her other line and he said, what?
He wasn't.
That's what she said. He said, what? She know about it. That's what the lady said. That loud. Yeah.
And I would like to exaggerate it so it would be like that.
Go ahead, Buck. I'm sorry, Buck.
I would, for dramatic effect, I wish that's what would have happened, but that's not what happened. I would have loved to have told you that's what he did, but all I heard him say was, what? And then the sheriff came over and tapped him on the shoulder.
So he didn't say she lying?
Nope.
I'm just telling you what the lady said. So that's why I wanted to reenact my part. Okay, that's what the lady said. The court vlogger, the honest court vlogger. That's what she said.
Wow.
I had my boots on the ground. She had her boobs on the ground.
Oh my!
Black but not bitter.
Not with Sonya's bra on. She didn't. Not with Sonya's bra on.
You
girl,
black but not bitter. You the one who keep us straight and tell us we're not supposed to act like this now. Come on now.
All bets are off today.
Oh, okay.
Then Shirley proceeded to tell him that she tried to get out of the vehicle once she found out that he put the car in her name, and it was through Westlake Finance. And
now let me ask you this just for a second, because I'm sitting here thinking about this and I'm thinking like, okay, in the moment where he says the what, whatever he says, how did she look? Did you look at her? I mean, I know I'm asking you to pay attention to a whole lot of damn people at the same damn moment, but I'm just curious. Did you glance over at Shirley? Like, did she look at him like, nigga, shut the fuck up? Or did she look like, I can't believe you're lying on me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering what's going through this woman's head at this point, because this is the first time probably she has heard him outright try to be defiant with her, as and placing some of his bullshit blame on her. So I'm just curious. I wonder what she felt like in that moment when he's doing that. Is that you know what I mean?
Right, because first of all, today was the first time that I and Shirley Strawberry saw Nesto since he'd been in jail. So that was nice. But the way I was trying to having to slide back and forth on this little row, trying to get a vision of her, because the way that Wooten stood up, it would kind of block my view of her.
That's a brick damn fucking wall. What the hell?
Not Hoover, Wooten.
Oh, Wooten. Oh, he cute. Yeah. He looked like.
Yeah, but the way that I was seated, right, the visual line that I had, he was kind of standing in that way. So I was trying to sit in the center of the bench so I could see everything. But the way he would like walk back and forth, and it would block my view of her. So when that happened, I immediately turned to look at him like, what in the world? No, you did not do that. Didn't your attorney tell you not to do stuff like that? So I'm like, but it never broke the momentum of the questioning or her answering. So I'm assuming that she wasn't startled by it, because everything kept flowing. It was just him having that outburst and getting chastised by the deputy, and things kept rolling.
Texas Toy, I'm with you. He planned that outburst. I believe he knew Shirley was going to be on the stand today. I believe there's a chance Sonya and even Sylvia's ass might have known. Who knows? I don't know.
That's true.
But I believe that he thought through what they were going to say and that he was going to do exactly what he did. I agree with you. That's the story. Okay.
But wouldn't any good attorney look to his client and say, "Don't do that"? You know,
Right.
like
Yeah, because he didn't even put his like hand on his shoulder, like, calm down and nothing. He never budged. It was just the deputy that said something to him.
Yes, Legacy Moon, a good attorney would have done that. Yes. A good attorney would have done that. Yes.
Only gave a damn.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A good, well-fitting suit attorney would do that. Yes.
Wait a second. I revives. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh dear. Ernest done gone from strawberry to shit. Okay. He sure has. And he's seeing it on full view. He's seeing right now what he fucked up. Okay. And I bet she looked richer and smelled sweeter and everything than she ever did before to him, because his raggedy ass is in that damn jailhouse. Okay. Pissed that everybody has found out.
Especially when he saw her straight up onto that stand with she has really, really nice legs and everything, feet and legs. So the dress was fitted nice, of course. So I'm sure that was just like making him want to like scream and just tear the whole courtroom up.
Maybe that's why Sylvia was showing her legs on camera. Okay, I get it now.
Oh Lord. Anywho, Miami Lady T, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. No Michnanya, V's live equals packed. Silverbacks equals petty plus empty. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And Jay Breezy, thank you so much for the super chat. Sonya gonna flip her scooter and say Shirley lying. Of course. Of course.
Well, you know, she already said it.
Is she gonna come on? Well, yeah, she's already said it before. But I wonder, do you think she's gonna come on Silverbacks Live at any point today?
Oh, I bet she does. I bet she does.
I hope
she has. Yeah. And her and the Fat Mouse will be talking about how Shirley lied on the stand. That is what they will be doing.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay Breezy. Okay, Black Without Bitter. What had happened next? Okay.
And you can kind of tell that Shirley is what you've heard on those calls as far as kind of being like kind of slightly scatterbrained and not fully there sometimes. So as they're going down the application, they get to a point where they're talking about the address on the application, which was Pine Grove Road or whatever. Shirley says, I don't know anything about that. I've never lived there.
Oh,
I did not know until today that she never lived at that address. I thought that all those different addresses, that Pine Grove and that Bent Creek, that they both lived in those places, but they just got evicted. I had no clue that she never lived at that Pine Grove address. So as soon as she said that, was my first time ever hearing that. So I'm not sure if did you all know that she had never lived at the Pine Grove?
That's I thought they did live at Pine Grove Road. Wait, Pine Grove is not the one. Which one is the one that's next door to Erica's? That's Pine Grove?
That's Pine Grove.
That's Pine Grove.
Oh, yeah. No. Right. They said that they never lived there. That's why he keeps saying, and by the fact, I didn't know my name was on nothing. I didn't live there. I didn't know nothing about it.
And someone let me know.
He even said it during a call. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But someone told me that was the house where Sheridan and the grandkids' name was on the application or something. But Shirley said
it was.
But Shirley said she had never lived there before. But for some reason, all this time, I've always thought wherever those addresses were, she also lived there.
But here's the thing. You got to remember, we're talking about, you just said something before you start. You said, you can tell Shirley is kind of scatterbrained and she ain't always paying attention or there.
Yes.
Right. So when they mention something about Sheridan's name being on a lease or something, or being involved, or her name being involved with this home, she probably thought they were talking about some other home. Because you got him in her ear telling these set of lies, and some other people are trying to come and lock him up, and he's painted them out to be a villain, and they're just after him, and they're just trying to frame him and all this stuff. So she's getting it probably all mixed up in her head about what's real and what's not, and who's lying to her and who's not. And you know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling. I think she probably was just confused.
Well, you remember he told her that he didn't know anything, like all of this was a lie, and he didn't understand any of that. Her name being on, like the name where Sheridan is on the like he didn't understand that. Remember the quote when they were talking about, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think where they were kind of doing surveillance, if you will, with all those vehicles, that was the address. So there's no way that he can deny that he had any connection to that Pine Grove Road address.
Oh, his
But
cars were the
remember,
only they were
his
parked
story
there.
has always been that, Erica told him he could keep his vehicles at the house next door to her house. And
Right.
she was just doing him a favor, and she had gotten this permission. But my thing was, and Native and I have brought this up multiple times, where I'm like, okay, so you have all of your vehicles at a house that mysteriously has your name attached to the lease. Y'all never lived there, but you're trying to act like you knew nothing about it, although you can tell us who used to live there before your name or anything was associated with it being Stevie J. Like, make that make sense. All your shit is over. You got a car over sitting at Erica's house at some point, because we saw that picture from what's that called? Google, was it Google,
Maps.
not Maps, but Google Earth or whatever. And I saw that on Friend's channel initially, where his car is parked where Erica literally lived. And the house next door is the house that Charleston White claims that he came to, and Shirley Strawberry came over there too. But
So I'm wondering if she just visited there, went there with him one time, but didn't actually reside there. So I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't think they lived there. I think that he used that house for something.
Because they asked her who signed the lease for Bent Creek, Nesto, who paid the rent at Bent Creek, Nesto. They asked her, well, who signed the lease for Pine Grove? She's like, Nesto. And she said, but I've never lived there before. So that was her story today. That's what she was conveying today. And then through all of this, the main thing that Hoover is disputing, like, you knew that truck existed. There's no way that you didn't know your name was on it. You still made the payments after he got locked up. So there's no way that you didn't know that it was in your name. But she's telling them that she didn't know that all this was done in her name until after he got locked up, because they came after her trying to get the money. But she went back to Westlake trying to get her name pulled off of it or get the vehicle returned, but they wouldn't let her do it because everything kind of, her social or her name was all on there. All the other stuff they couldn't make any stakes of claim as far as her knowing Lamont and all those people, but her name and social security were linked to it, so they made her responsible for it.
But she's not. There was a phone call where she said that. She said, I thought you told me that truck was paid off.
Yeah. But she said they came
Yes, she
after her.
did.
So she said they came after her. So even after she tried to dispute that being a legitimate purchase of hers, because of her name and social security, she had to assume the payments for the vehicle and they made her get insurance on it in her name, because her name she wasn't on the insurance for it prior to this happening.
Me personally, like, I don't believe I do believe she never lived there. I do believe that she thought that the truck, because I thought you told me that was paid off and everything.
She did say
So
that.
I do believe her, because everything to me that she said today, including the part about her not knowing he was already married and stuff like that. I mean, she didn't know anything. Now, I'm sure that other people might have a different perception of that, but I'm just going by what we heard on the phone calls before she or they or anybody knew that they were even going to be played on YouTube. We did hear all of that.
Yeah. And Hoover's big thing when it was his turn to kind of cross-examine her was, first of all, you've seen the truck and you've been in it, so you had to have known that your name was on it, which is
Mhm.
those two things
Really?
don't have
That
to be
means
true.
that I've been
Wait a
in
minute.
many trucks and cars and all kinds of shit, and my name ain't been on none of them except for mine.
Hoover said that?
Yes.
He is
Duh.
You mean to tell me this is the best this man can do?
he is not good at all.
At
Like he is
all.
Obviously.
not good at all.
And then
You mean to tell me so because I get inside of a vehicle, I know everything about the technical paperwork that had to do with getting the vehicle. I know all of that
Right.
when I step inside of a vehicle. That's what he's
Absolutely.
saying.
That's
And
what
then-
he.
Fucking
And then
ridiculous.
and then there was questioning about when he was cross-examining her about the marriage, like, well, how do you know that he was married to more than one person? She said, my attorney told me. Well, do you have any independent knowledge or proof to present to the court today that he was
What?
married to more
Are
than one?
you kidding me?
Mhm.
No, you
What?
making this up. You gotta be. There's no way a competent attorney would say some bullshit like that in an actual court where he is presiding as an attorney. No way in the hell.
In my
Knowing
native
that is the one thing they definitely have concrete proof of when they came out here and put those charges on him. Are you fucking serious?
In my
Well,
native
he has all
tribe
the
voice,
proof.
I'm going to bed. In my native tribe voice, I'm going to bed. Are you serious right now? You can't make this stuff up. This is a free attorney. This is
Yes.
the court appointed him. I would sue the court. This
so
is what okay.
He like, so
This
you take
man has gotten, I'm sorry, but wait,
No.
I got it. This man has gotten all these continuances and wanting to apply for leave of absences, and this is what he came up with. I can see why he's on a losing streak. Now, now Nesto deserves to be in jail, but now, come on, this is just not, this ain't right. I love it for him, but it ain't right.
He's
Good
like-
grief.
he's like, so you just
Richie said, I'm sorry, Rich Ani said, oh, he worth every penny. Okay, he is worth every penny. Okay.
he's like, so
Why would she, the person who was married to the bigamist, need to prove that bigamy was happening? Why? Oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
How did
He's
you
like-
find out? My attorney told me. Oh, well, do you have any proof of this? No, but nigga, you do. You got it right there. You got it in the fucking discovery. It's right there. Oh,
my
he like, so you're taking,
taking.
he's like, so you're taking the word of the attorney that he has multiple marriages.
Oh my God.
You're taking the word of your attorney. He didn't say that. There's no way he said that.
He's like, well, why didn't
you?
And if that was true, why didn't if you thought he had multiple wives, why did you get a divorce versus an annulment? So that was his big thing. He harped on her not having proof and nobody's showing them proof that he still was married and all that kind of stuff. And because she had seen the truck and been in the truck, that she should have known her name was on the truck.
Well, it's my understanding that it made more sense just in case there was some financial situations or that he might want to come after her or whatever. It was just more, it made more sense for her to do a divorce and not an annulment. I mean, you got to figure that for 10 years, she thought she was married to this man. So it stands a reason why she would do it that way. And I'm sure before she did any of that, she talked to a competent attorney, not like Sean Hoover attorney, but a competent one who actually probably told her to do that. And I can remember Pam one time on her channel saying that it would be wiser for her. It was a better, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
I heard her say that too.
Yeah. So then it comes time for the
Hold on one
investigator.
second. Let me just say this real quick. Them folks is pretty much saying this too. Like she had to divorce because of how long she was married to him. Because they were married by that time. It's like what, 11 years at that point. 11, right? So married to him, and you may not be granted an annulment, but you can for sure get a divorce. And I just remember her saying it was just a cleaner, the way I interpreted it, what she was saying, it was just a cleaner way to sever ties.
I want mistress Monica Block. She said,
okay.
So
Let's
if
block
I
her.
get into Legacy Moon's rocket, I'm automatically supposed to know it's stolen. on. We probably should sell Nestos possibly stolen.
Oh my God, facts. Okay, Jesus, hilarious.
So wait a minute, V. If I come to California and I ride in your car, I'm
Yeah,
supposed to order. I'm supposed to
and I
say,
want you to pay the fucking note too, ho. Okay. So make sure you got your note buddy.
Native, I ain't riding in your car. Nope. I ain't riding in nobody's car
I'm-
anymore.
Look,
I'm walking.
I'm riding in everybody's car, and I'm going through the glove compartment. I want to see registrations. I
You
want
want
to see
to see the glove
insurance.
compartment?
I
You
want to
gonna
know.
see what they got in the back seat. You gonna be
I
looking
want
at
to
what
see.
they got
I
in
want
the
to
back
see
seat.
the box of envelope in the back seat.
Because you know how Native and I love looking in people's back seats for envelope.
I want to see a box of envelope.
Singular.
And give me 10 box cigarettes.
Jesus. Oh
my
my
God.
God. I cannot.
She got a big ass body and some last breasts. Do like a gorilla and beat on your chest. Silverback, silverback, silverback. Silverback, silverback, silverback.
All right, I ain't gonna make y'all listen to those.
Rather be with
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So next comes the Fulton, the investigator from the Fulton County DA's office, Investigator Ansel. So they proceed to go through some of the same pages in the application, but some focusing on some of the other names that are listed on the application. One of which is Ruby Lara, and when they researched it through the Secretary of State's office, they have some association with, because she was listed as I think a reference or something. And when they researched her name, she has some association with the place where the truck was purchased, which was Lara Trucks.
Okay.
Then they came to a place where there's a phone number for someone named Alexander. And they said she's also known as Dominique. And Hoover, and every time chance that Wooten got a chance to interject this sex case, he's like, but you'll hear her name again in the future on some of those sex crime cases. So he's asked the investigator, so what was her title? What was her association with Mr. Williams with an S? He's like, like a maybe a secretary or what would you call her? He's like, maybe an assistant. He said, yeah, assistant. He said, yeah, something like an assistant. That was Wooten. Yes, it was something like an assistant. And then they came to Carlos Lamont. She didn't.
Well,
she
hold
didn't
on
know.
for 1 second. Did she say anything more about Dominique living with them?
Nope.
That didn't come up.
Nope.
Okay. But she knew obviously who that was, and all she said was the association was that she was like an assistant. That's it.
No,
That seems
no, this is the
interesting.
investigator talking. This name was never presented when Shirley's questioning. Alasia's name wasn't brought up at that time.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Okay. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
so we're on
Alicia.
Investigator Ansel with the Fulton County DA's office. So
Okay.
the one of the other names that he points out again was the Ruby Lara, who was associated somehow with Lara or Lara Trucks. They come to a phone number for somebody for Alasia Alexander, also known as Dominique, and the investigator Wooten asked, what would you describe her relationship with the defendant? He's like a secretary or an assistant, and Wooten's like, yeah, something like an assistant. But you'll hear her more when you get to the sex crimes cases. So again,
Okay.
anytime he gets a chance to kind of throw that out there about the sex crimes, he's going to take that chance.
Ooh-wee. Go ahead, William. I see you. You're in the
Then they-
subliminal. Okay.
Then they come to Carlos Lamont, also known as Earl Lamont Dunbar.
Jones and Jones.
Joseph Esquire.
Josh
And-
Jones. Yeah.
And they asked him if he knew what the relationship was between them, and he didn't know. But later on in the closings, when Wooten is doing his closing stuff, he mentions that we know that there is a close relationship between Lamont Dunbar and Ernest Williams, because I've listened to several of the jail calls,
Oh.
and there seems to be a very close relationship between these two men.
Mm.
So at this point in the questioning of the investigator, this is when Dana J gets ejected. So I had that in my notes.
Oh God.
This is what you call real boots on the ground, okay?
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Jesus. Go ahead now. Okay.
So they come to a name on the application of Faye Ellis. Doesn't know, and that person, they contacted her. She doesn't know Nesta or Shirley Strawberry. However, the phone number that's listed for her daughter, this, I may have said the wrong name before, but this is the person that says, that number I know, but it's not mine. My daughter uses it, and she has some type of connection or relationship with the defendant. Then they come to
I'm confused
talking.
by what
Wait a
that means.
minute. Who was on the stand
This is
answering
the investigator, because he's going through the same paperwork as Shirley had, the contract. So all these names are somehow appearing on the contract. He didn't pull out each of these names for both Shirley and the investigator. He just honed in on certain names for Shirley, and then he honed in on certain names for the investigator to talk about on the application for financing this F-350 truck.
Mhm.
So then they get,
But
so go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you, V.
I'm
I'm
confused
kind of
about that number. That number, she recognizes the number. It's
No,
associated. She said her daughter uses the number. I'm
yes,
confused.
I don't.
whose daughter?
It's the person's
Sheridan?
name. The person's name was Faye Ellis.
Okay,
Oh,
Faye
Faye
Ellis.
Ellis's daughter.
Okay.
Yes. So there's
Oh, okay.
somebody's name
Okay.
on the application was Faye Ellis. Faye Ellis does not know Nesto, nor does she know Shirley. However, she recognizes that.
Oh,
However, she
okay.
recognizes that phone number because her daughter uses that phone number sometimes, and she knows that
Oh,
she believes that her daughter has some type of connection, relationship with the
Nesta.
defendant.
Because
Got
my next
you.
question was going to be, did anybody say, do you know Erica Kane? But I know nobody
Uh-huh.
did that. Okay.
I should have passed it. I should have passed the post-it note up to Wooten, like, ask this question. So then they turn to their attention to talking about the various marriages, which is also accompanied by a visual on
Oh,
the.
Not a visual.
this where the diagram come in, huh?
Yes,
Flow
yes.
chart and shit. And
So
get some. Okay.
so Edith and Nesto married. Their marriage certificate was October 22nd of 1985. It was registered in Aiken, South Carolina. They were unable to determine that marriage was dissolved. Then they came to Martha. I think her last name is Halliburton. Martha Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
Um, their marriage certificate was secured in DeKalb County here in Georgia. They applied for it on August 20th, August 20th of 2001. On the application as the number of your previous marriages, he listed 0.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any legal impediment that you cannot be married? He put no.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And he put the date of the marriage to Martha was September 1st, 2001. Then they come to Shirley and Nesto. That marriage certificate was acquired in Fulton County. It was applied for on December 10th, 2014. On the application to ask him for the number of previous marriages, he
Mm-hmm.
put 3.
Mm.
Um, they
Who he
said how
leaving
many,
out? Oh no.
right. And they said how many have been annulled. How were they annulled? He put divorce, and there were no dates put in the portion for the dates of those divorces.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Interesting.
All right, next page.
Wow. Like, well,
Uh,
explain, how do you explain that away, Hoover? Like he's lying on these applications.
I mean, I personally think the man's suit is too tight, and this is what causes for the lack of intelligence at this point.
He has a loss of oxygen getting to his brain. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
yes, absolutely.
He probably didn't even realize Nesto said something until about 5 minutes later. He's like, "Oh, what, nigga? Oh, nigga, what? Oh, no, don't say nothing. Oh, shit."
I do. The woman he chose has a good question. Did Hoover show those emails that Sonya had that said that Shirley knew about the truck?
Nope.
Mm, okay.
Interesting. Because he knows
Oh,
it's bullshit.
that was the interesting part. They never presented any type of defense. It was all the cross examination and closing statements. They had no
What?
evidence or nothing.
Hoover didn't
Wow.
even like. Why was he there?
Even though the burden was on their behalf because they wanted the
Yeah.
evidence suppressed, the people
Right.
that presented all the tangible evidence and witnesses was the prosecution.
Oh my God. Hold on one second. KK Scorpio, thank you so much for the super chat. Shirley never lived at Pine Grove. Ernesto lived at Pine Grove back in the day. It's on one of his arrest records. Really? Back in the day, he lived at that house?
And on his
Or he just
when
used that? Go ahead.
and when you look up his information on Fulton County website for like all his court cases, it lists his address when he was arrested
Uh-huh.
as Pine Grove in Roswell, Georgia.
Wow. Okay. Listen to me. How would Nesto say that?
Wow.
Wow.
See, our sound effect is he over there.
Wow.
Man.
Sleeping on the job. What the hell? Oh my God. Thank you, KK Scorpio. Work in progress. Thank you for the super chat. If she was lying instead of Hoovy typing leave of absence requests, he should have been typing rebuttals. We all knew he was going to deny knowing. Of course.
And he's
Right?
had he had months to get some kind of evidence. Oh, the other thing, there were when he was questioning the when he comes around to question the investigator, he's like, "Do you all have do you have any the video from the dealership showing that he's the person that filled out that paperwork? Do you have proof to show that he was the actual person that completed these documents to purchase this vehicle?" I'm like, okay, whatever. So they were they're disputing that Shirley should have known because she rode in it before, and they should have gotten video from the dealership showing Nesta was there physically, and he wasn't in the dealership filling out the papers. All this stuff was electronic because he had e-signatures on everything. So I'm
Of
not sure what that
course.
was all about.
Of course. No, that's what it
Then
was
they
about. It's easier to scam via
right.
electronically, as opposed to you can pretend to be whoever he wants to pretend to be. That's why he was able to take those phone numbers and apply them to his friends, or change their names and change her employer. The reason why they didn't say the Steve Harvey morning show co-host, and instead they say iHeartRadio, because somebody could pretend to be working for iHeartRadio easier
Mm-hmm.
than being able to kind of go look her up,
Mm-hmm.
and identify, oh, that's Shirley Strawberry. Oh, of course, who Steve Harvey is. She's, oh, wait. Anyway, the
Why
only thing I
wasn't
know, huh?
why wasn't Sonya there to be like, what do you call them things? I can't think of what they're called. Why couldn't she be a witness for Hoover? I mean, I would have absolutely loved that.
Mm-hmm. Because she know everything, even though she wasn't
Child.
supposed to be around.
Well, here, and that's the thing, they say she wasn't around on purpose. People believe she is dodging that whole court situation. She might get called in on something. Who knows? I don't know. That's what they say in the streets. Work in progress is back. She said, the only thing I know about another car I'm getting into that's not mine is where the gas hand is, because I steer, not push. I know that's right. Okay. I know that's right. Thank you, girl, for that super chat. And Nosy Nelly, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a little behind. Just want to show my appreciation, and I appreciate you back. Thank you so, so much. You guys, if you have not hit the like button, please do so. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so what's up next? What happened next, Black?
So they're still going through the marriage stuff to kind of lay out that timeline about when Nesto and Shirley got married, which was on January 9th, 2015. Then they get to come up to some of the divorces. Martha's divorce was filed in Cobb County on December 29th, 2021. So of course that overlaps with his marriage with Shirley.
Mhm.
Shirley filed for divorce on April 17th, 2024 in Fulton County, and the divorce decree was dated September 30th, 2024. Nesto never responded to the complaint for the divorce, and then they never responded to the petition for divorce. So it was uncontested, so it went through very quickly.
Mhm.
And let's see, this is where Hoover's trying to claim that they didn't provide any proof during the arrest that he knew that truck was in Shirley's name. Like, they didn't prove fraud on that date. They didn't bring it about until months later. So they did an illegal search because he had he was under the assumption that he was the owner of it.
Wait,
They
wait. I thought Hoover said when you get in the car, you're supposed to know who all own and the paperwork. I thought he said when you ride in a car, when you get into a car, you're supposed to know everything about all the paperwork. Who are, now that don't count now.
I'm gonna need him to pick a side. Come on
Right.
now.
he's like,
he
officer,
he and Sonya are this nigga's ops, and he don't even know it. But go ahead.
he said
Go ahead.
Officer Fields did an illegal search because he was under the assumption that he was the owner of the vehicle, and the police department didn't provide proof on that date that he was not the legal owner of that vehicle.
Sorry, Native. This is when you're supposed to hit it. You had told me in the break room on the pewter.
You told
Yeah,
I was innocent. I don't understand why I paid my other lawyer $20,000. That $15,000. That's $5,000, $10,000. That's $5,000. That's $25,000 difference. It's like a murder bond. I'm just saying, like, what? So Shirley Strawberry, let me get this straight. She's supposed to know when she gets in the car that her name is all over this car. That's what she's supposed to know because the car exists. She's seen it, she touched it, and she wrote in it. Ernesto Williams riding around in the car, don't know shit about the car, and that's okay. That's what I'm.
They
You
said he had
convinced me I didn't know nothing about the car because I thought it was in my wife's name.
Wow. Okay.
They said he had an expectation. This is Hoover speaking. He had an expectation of privacy, and there was no proof that he was married to other women at that time during the arrest.
There's no proof.
What?
The police
Read
did not have
that again? That sounds crazy. I know I didn't hear that right. Say that one more time.
It sounds clown.
Nesto had an expectation of privacy,
Uh-huh.
and the police did not provide proof during his arrest that he was married to other women, and that Shirley Strawberry Shirley Strawberry at that time knew that the truck was in her name.
Wow.
And then I have a note. Sylvia is a busybody because she's still peeking and lurching, trying to get people put out.
She said she have a note. Flipping up there said note to self.
I have asterisk. IS is a busybody.
Wow.
Yeah. So their claim is because the state didn't come back until months later when they were trying to suppress the evidence to show that there was some kind of fraud, but there was no evidence of fraud on the day of his arrest. So that's one of their big things.
Wow.
He going to jail. They gonna do him like they did cash assistance. They gonna say you gotta do 100 years.
What's his name? You call that man cash assistance? He's a whole cash out. Now you stop it.
He's cash app. Who is he again? I don't know.
Cash app.
Who is he?
Cash out legacy loan. It don't change. It's the same name each time.
Cash and carry.
Okay. I don't
Cash
know it.
out of here. Think of it that way. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So
All
then
right.
they read
Oh,
kind
go
of
ahead.
go through that whole little graphic of the marriages, the women's names, the dates of the marriages, the date of the divorce, the dates of the divorces, which is only 2 on the graphic, but there are other women that he was married to that weren't listed there, and how those all overlap with the purchase of this truck, where he was still married to one person, 2 people, and then got a divorce there shortly thereafter after he had purchased the vehicle. Then I have a note. Wisdom's daughter keeps getting her phone out because
Oh my God.
Sylvia
Sylvia's is on that ass. Okay,
Sylvia
on
was
that
alerting because infamous Sylvia was alerting the deputies. That was my next note.
ass.
All right, let's see.
Damn it, man. This is a
th-
mess. Okay, go
then
ahead. Go ahead.
they bring up Alasia's name again. So Alasia is part of the sex cases. Nesto,
Wow.
and it, all while Wooten is talking, Nesto's like shaking his head, no, like that ain't right. You lying, that kind of like denying head shake thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wooten during his closing remark, Nesto is claiming he didn't complete the application, and then this is from the Hoover side,
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't provide any proof that Nesto completed the application, and Wooten is like, well, he filled out the application. He didn't even bother to get her anything better than a 28% interest rate. Because so is Hoover trying to say that there's no way he did that, and then Wooten's like, he did fill this out because everything on there is associated with him, but he didn't even bother to try to get her a better interest rate than 28%. I have another note. All throughout this thing, what's his name is sweating and wiping his face and forehead the entire time. Hoover. I said, Hoover sweats like a pig, keeps wiping his face and head.
Oh my God. Side note. Oh my God.
He was sweating like
Oh
a
my God.
banshee. Let's see. Oh,
What?
so
He
the
either nervous, that suit is so tight, he is pressing the
cutting off
sweat
his
out of his
circulation.
body.
Are we
Right.
really sure he
Or
went to law school?
Jesus.
but
I think isn't he like assistant executive director of the department or what have you?
Yep, he's pretty high up in the public defender's office.
Yeah.
But they even though they had the burden of proof, which means they should have had an opening. They should have closing remarks and then a rebuttal, because he chose to let Wooten kind of carry the burden. So Wooten got some opening, closing remarks, and then he got a rebuttal. They only got one bite at the apple as far as a closing statement. They meaning Hoover, because they didn't present any evidence. They didn't have any witnesses. Everything was was putting the onus on Shirley. Should have known he was married to other people. Shirley should have known that her name was on that truck. Y'all didn't bring in no video to show that he was the person filling out the paperwork. And he had an expectation of privacy because he didn't know he wasn't the owner of that truck.
That's crazy. Okay. All right, girl. All right.
So,
Here, let me. I'm gonna read a couple of these things real quick because they do come. They have somebody has a question for you, Florida T-Bird. I'm gonna get there in just 1 second. Attitude and Tylenol. Thank you so much for the super chat. Black but not bitter. I'm grateful God was sitting beside you in that courtroom, so you weren't sent to glory from IS's fumes, child. Okay. Us too. Attitude and Tylenol. It sounds like her sinuses are still intact. They may be a little, she might have some problems over the next 24 hours, but it won't be nothing serious if she can't shake.
I'm gonna go smell some coffee beans.
Jesus. Okay, but thank you, Attitude and Tylenol. Then we got Miss Boogie Down. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so Sonya and Hoover graduated the same law school. Sound like it.
I believe that.
Damn sure sound like it. The hell. Thank you so much, Miss Boogie Down. Then folks, thank you so much for the super chat. That is a Sonya crafted defense if I ever heard one. That's what I'm saying. Is she really over there? Because you know when Sylvia over there whispering in his ear and she constantly on her phone and Black but Not Bitter said she thought she was FaceTiming or something at one point. She's talking to Sonya. And ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. They really think they the dream team over there. They sound clown, look clowns. This is crazy. Okay. But anyway, thank you, them folks. Florida T-Bird said, Black but Not Bitter, do you remember if the judge asked Shirley any questions? Silverback claimed that the judge act like he didn't believe Shirley.
Yes, he asked questions, but it wasn't, to me, it didn't seem like he didn't believe her. He was just trying to be clear as far as, when was the truck registered? And she said she couldn't tell you when it was registered because she didn't make the purchase. So he was just asking just some clarifying questions about some things that had already been brought up. But it didn't come across to me as if he was not believing what she was saying.
Well, she's slow, so that she may not have understood what was going on. Her comprehension.
Plus, she lies. So she lies. So there's that.
That too.
Because Hoover, and also because Hoover was really adamant about, well, how did you not change anything on the account and start picking up payments if you didn't know it was in your name? Because Westlake reached out to her and told her, I'm guessing they reached her because they know her name and they could easily trace where she works and all that stuff. So they reached out to her and tried to get her to resume the payment or pick up the payments. And that's how it all happened. But it wasn't because they were trying to think that she had to know because she didn't change the account name on it. She didn't change the account the money was coming out of, that she should have known that all that was going on.
That's
what
crazy.
Account did they say? What account was the money coming out of?
Well, she said he was making the payments. So I'm not sure if she's one of the people that, we have this joint account, or she said it was coming out of his account. That's what she was saying.
And it wasn't getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this nigga steals shit. He don't pay shit. That's not what he does. And that's where that was her downfall right there, thinking he was taking care of business and allowing him to take care of business. He probably was always responsible for finding their homes and taking care of the paperwork and running it through his people, which his people are all on the same bullshit. So that's what that was. That's if you ask me. Florida T-Bird, thank you again for the super chat, babe. And Mistress Monica, thank you for the super chat. Said IS is a crybaby snitch, snitch, snitch. All up in everybody's business but hers. Mind the business that pays you, heifer. That's what I say.
I say we all call ICE.
Her name already got the IS. They all go together. It sounds like that's her family. She should call them. She said she was calling them on Ronald.
Yeah.
Shit. Why didn't somebody call her? Anyway, all right, Black and I better go right ahead, babe. What had happened next?
So as they wrap things up, the judge says he will get an order out. He didn't give a date. He said as soon as possible. And if he finds in favor of suppressing it, so for the defense, the prosecution can file an appeal. And conversely, if he finds in favor of the prosecution to admit the evidence, then the defense will also have a certain time period to file an appeal. So this whole thing ain't over. This whole suppression thing ain't over, because it can go back and forth, because both sides will, depending upon his decision, both sides have the option of appealing his decision. And then as he gets up to walk out, and I got to see the real Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame, he looks back at what's the face, and he has that little one glory tear. like he was sad because I was the only person there with supporting him. And then he walks out, and that concludes that. But as soon as he finishes that portion of the case, your girl wraps up all her stuff, and she's. I can see why people get drawn into her, because she is has she's very unarming. So she comes across really friendly and all that, and she's all up in the. But I know her, so I know all that's a facade. So she's all chit chatty with the deputies and stuff. So she wraps up and she leaves, and I give the signal to Wisdom's daughter to sit tight, don't move for like 10, 15 minutes. Let her clear the building, and then we get up and go talk to the deputies. And Wisdom's daughter shares with her the real side of what Sylvia's like as far as the videoing, and she's not sure. That's probably where she put that post about she didn't have a Rule 22. She's not sure she had a Rule 22, and she does this all the time and keeps up confusion and all that kind of stuff. So, and I just thanked the deputy and had some little small talk about where I lived, and he used to work up here where I live and all that kind of stuff, and then we left.
Oh, wow.
But wouldn't the judge, since he signs them, he would know that there wasn't a real Rule 22?
So I'm assuming she probably had something, because it was obvious that she was the only person in there filming. I mean, it wasn't like a huge tripod that like kind of stood like 6 feet tall. It was like the same height as the top of the benches, how they come.
Yeah, you could see it on the video.
Oh, can you?
That's how I saw it. Now I didn't see it when she streamed the stream she had up, but I just went on and looked at whatever she was playing the last time she went live, and I saw the tripod. I saw the little cell phone on a tripod.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was, like I said, it was strange because she had the one camera that's on the tripod, but she was seeming to be FaceTiming. That's what it looked like to me, in the other phone, and using that to project or share the screen of the other phone with whoever's on the phone with her in her hand, and like pointing out stuff around the courtroom, or pointing to different people, like the Wooten and all them people up at the desk and all that kind of stuff.
And that happened because I did see that when I just looked. So that is what you're describing is what happened.
Okay.
Because it came through on her video.
I think that it's a missed opportunity, Black but Not Bitter, because at the end, what you should have did was you should have been like, excuse me, yeah, I'm Black but Not Bitter, bitch.
in your Dave Chappelle voice.
Right, I'm Black but Not Bitter, bitch. And then go to the elevator. You know what I'm saying?
The other thing I was contemplating this morning, because I knew it was going to be cold in the courtroom, was like, should I wear one of my native tribe hoodies?
Oh my God.
But she wouldn't have known, because remember, he's Native One and I'm Legacy Moon. See, so she wouldn't have known.
But I guess I was being genuine, being nice to her, because she's never personally done anything to me.
Sure.
However, I didn't think it was important for her to know who I was. So
right.
Right. No, you probably got more out of the situation. The fact that she was like, hey, is that lady over there on the phone?
Right.
What's she doing? You know what I'm saying? We would have never got that.
That's why she probably couldn't stream. She couldn't monitor who was doing what in the courtroom and stream at the same time. So she had to give up one of those jobs and just be the hall monitor.
Good point.
I'll be checking regularly on the little site to see when, like, if there's a schedule update as far as when the next hearing is. I'm guessing that'll probably coincide with when the judge puts out his decision.
I thought he was supposed to plea today. They didn't do the plea part.
I thought he was going free.
Oh no, absolutely not. That ain't gonna happen.
He getting out soon. He getting out soon. I'm like, okay.
Freedom is coming. Okay.
I told Legacy
we all be free one day. We might be dead, but we'll all be free one day. And that might be his day. I
told Legacy, I think Freedom is the name of the Undertaker. That's the funeral home he's going to.
Okay.
Freedom is coming soon.
Freedom funeral home. That's
right.
If today was any indication of what the trial was going, if Sean Hoover's performance was any indication of how the trial is going to be, Freedom will never get there for him. Never.
Because he was laying out, like, when they were doing their closing statements, his case studies were like, there's a man that was in a hotel room and he was making counterfeit money, but he had booked a room with a stolen credit card. But that man still had the expectation of privacy because the police and the hotel didn't know until later that he booked it with a stolen credit card. Like, and that's supposed to justify what Nestor
I'm
did.
sorry. What?
They were
What?
like both attorneys, when they did their closing, they gave different case studies to support their stance. One of
No,
the
but
ones
this
that
was his. This was
right,
Hoover's about the stole.
yes,
I'm going to
About
bed
a
for real
credit
this
card
time.
being charged based on fraud.
right, and like there was the fraud wasn't known at the time of the search. Also, there was a person that rented a car, and then it was used in a high-speed chase, and then the police searched it, but they didn't know that it was a rental car, and that person still had the expectation of privacy, even though it was a rental car. I'm like, okay.
Can I just say it's really not smart to talk about counterfeit money and rental cars and stolen cars when
Yeah,
you have a
as your
man who
example.
has counterfeit money and stolen cars.
Yeah,
Oh
that's not,
my God.
these people are very smart. He has an excellent attorney. Isn't that what Sonya said?
And he was in good
He's an
hands.
excellent attorney.
I mean, this
Yep.
man is horrible at law. Maybe he can play checkers or chess better, but he's
Right.
horrible at fucking law and being an attorney. Oh my God, he's awful.
But
As
I'm
of
think-
today, I officially I have gone to law school. Okay. I have gone
Right.
officially. I am an attorney.
and I think
Not
this
to
part
be
of the
confused with attorney.
right, and I think this part of the case, has been going on for no less than 6 months, and within all that time, you couldn't come up with one piece of evidence to support your client's claim. You couldn't find one witness to support his claim about the ownership of that vehicle and why he thought that he had the right to privacy. You came with nothing. You came with absolutely nothing.
I mean, but in Hoover's defense, okay,
Nuh-uh.
he is dealing with fucking Ernest Williams. You know they say he nasty. Who was
That
they?
part.
Jury. And this nigga lies for breakfast. Like he lied for breakfast. Fuck sausage or syrup. He lied for breakfast. Okay, so it ain't no telling what the fuck Hoover is having to go through with Nesto as a client. You see what I'm saying? Because he lies so much. He lies to every fucking body he talked to. So I can only imagine the headache that Hoover's having to go through trying to get information out of him that's actually credible. So
Right.
I think the combination of both Hoover being incompetent and Nesto being a liar is what you
Liar.
saw today.
Yeah.
Because the basic premise of their defense is, number one, there was no evidence of fraud on the day of the arrest, and Ernest had the expectation of privacy when that vehicle was searched, before the vehicle was searched.
Well, can we all agree that Wooten has said he doesn't need it. Like if they throw it out, he doesn't need it. He still can proceed with his RICO.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Because he got this little thing in his back pocket called Erica Kane.
Right.
And I love the way Ernesto and Sonya like to pretend like folks don't exist. You know how they act like Shirley didn't exist? You know, oh, I'm so glad God put you in my life. God put you in my life. I'm so glad God put you in my life. Sir, did you forget you had a whole wife? You forgot a whole Shirley Strawberry existed, and now they trying to act like a whole Erica Kane didn't exist. Oh hell no! Wooten say no, I don't need none of that shit. What y'all? Well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll sit up in here for a couple of hours and entertain this bullshit. But if it gets suppressed, it's suppressed. I'm good. And Wooten is ready to proceed to trial.
Oh, for sure.
Can I do my favorite one? My favorite one was Nesto telling us, you know, nobody ever taught me about the Bible before. Gave me scriptures and things until you. Remember he said that to Sylvia?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody in my life ever told me nothing about the Bible at all. Never.
We just heard that. We just heard that.
We just heard it.
Never ever in my entire life has anybody ever said anything about the Bible to me until I talked to you, Miss Silver. Okay. Ain't nobody ever told me nothing about the Bible before ever in my life. I don't know nothing about Job or Hercules, but not until I talk to you, Miss Silver. You the first person ever to ever tell me about the Bible, Miss Silver.
Yeah, because you told me about the King James scripture. The King James
Yeah.
scripture.
Anyway, April Shine, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm only at 1 hour and 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Black but not bitter told Silverback that she kept her hair up by going to the hairdressers. Am I right?
Do what?
When you talk, go ahead. When Silver, I was literally about to call her Silverback. When Sylvia told you that your hair was nice, and how'd you keep up with it?
I just told her I was embracing my natural color, and she said that she's been embracing hers for a long time. She's proud of hers. I'm like, okay.
A long time, as in a year? Because honestly, when she did that, didn't she have like blondish hair at the time when she was on Tasha K?
Yeah.
So we only talking about a year. Yeah, anyway.
Did you ask her? See, I really wish you would have asked her about her boyfriend, Black but not better.
How would I bring that up to somebody I just meet?
Right, and you don't know her. You ain't supposed to know her, child.
This is how you do it. This is how you do it. You say, hey, your hair is so nice. I know you got a man. That's how you do it.
Oh my God.
All right, see, that's why you're supposed to be there.
I know, right?
Feed me information.
I know, right?
Feed me my lies.
Listen, Native One will be there next time if he got to crawl, because he was really fighting mad. He really was, but
he was. Okay. Thank you, April Shine. Miss Principal, gaining anything based on fraud or identity theft negates ownership. Thanks, Miss Principal, for the super chat.
And that was the case law that Wooten was presenting this right around that statement you just made.
Mm-hmm.
The fraud came in with not only the application for the vehicle, but on all of the marriage license applications.
So KK Scorpio is asking, did the judge ask Shirley any questions? And Black but not bitter did answer that question. Someone else had that and said that basically he did ask questions, but it appeared to be clarifying questions and not something that sounded as if he did not believe her, as it sounds like Silverback is over here saying. Is that correct, Black but not bitter? Did I hear
that
you
is
correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you, KK Scorpio. Ducky Dexter has been a member for 4 months. They blowing the trumpet, Nesto. Can you hear it? No, he's still blowing, honey. He got to blow a few more before he see the light of day. Okay, got to go back to blowing.
He's gonna be blowing tonight.
Okay. Sandra 76, thank you so much for the super chat. Hello, Native. I miss your videos. You are so funny. Watch it, Sandra. Okay. Watch it.
Sandra 76.
You ain't even said hi to me. It's my damn channel. You see his sister wives up here and his sister and his sister wives, and you have the audacity to come over here and say, "Hello, Native. I miss your videos. You are so funny."
I can almost guarantee she didn't say it that way, but thank you, Sandra.
That's how I read it. That's how
I heard it.
Thank you, Sandra 76. I appreciate you so much.
I heard it that way, V. I did.
Okay. That's what it has said. I can.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Smell the spirit of the woman, huh?
I said that's what it sounds like to me too.
See what I'm saying? Native, don't try that bullshit over here. Okay, you've been playing that stuff way too long. Don't get it fucked up. We are not Shirley. Okay, we are not Sonya. We are not even that Silverback. Okay, we are none of those things.
All I'm saying is I'm pretty sure that's not the way she said it.
Hello, Native. Hello, Native. I miss your videos. You're so funny.
You said something about Shirley
you better
Strawberry.
watch it. I'm sorry.
I forgot about Shirley Strawberry. When I saw her in the hallway, she hadn't been out in the general population of the hallway. She was like in a holding room. So when she appeared, it was like, coming out from backstage. And then she had the 3 ladies that sat next to me. There was a security person and a deputy. Like, it was like she was rolling deep today, like about 5 or 6 deep. so she wasn't all by herself.
Sandra, 76. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Twin Mom 14. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. That ninja going to the infirmary, to the infirmary or the hole today. Yeah, he fighting. He either fighting mad. He gonna hit a wall. He gonna unalive himself or something. He gonna lose his whole mind. He gonna tear something up around here today. Okay. V,
did you say somebody said that Joey was there?
Yes, Joey was there. Which one said us about Joey being there? You know who Joey might be? Who's Joey? What do you look like?
If I had to guess that the only other person that was not like a defendant that was sitting out there was a brown skinned man, had like gold rim glasses, kind of thick built, probably about somewhere between 5'8", 5'10", somewhere in that range. Nicely dressed. But when I hear Joey, he doesn't sound like he's brown skinned. Whatever that sounds.
What the fuck is that? What I sound like?
You sound mixed.
Okay. Y'all. Okay. Twin Mom, thank you, baby, for being a member. Miss Principal, see Native be flirting on his channel. I know, and I gotta watch his ass. All right, I see his ass.
I haven't been on my channel in forever. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
he flirting through the replays.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you something. Here, look. Sandra 76 is back. She said, I had to come over to your channel, V, to see Native. V, that is exactly how I said it. Bitch, I can sniff it. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Sandra 76. Okay. Wow. Nigga, I'm watching you, Native. Watch how you respond.
I don't know how this turned. This isn't about me. This is about Nesto, okay? This isn't about me.
I told you, you've been playing that part so long, you out here losing your whole mind. Okay?
No.
You're only Native. I'm sorry, you're only Nesto on Tuesday nights. That is it. Okay? For about 2 to 3 hours. That is max. The rest of the time, you need to act like you Native, nigga.
I'm always Native, okay? I'm always Native, but
Native one.
Yeah, I'm always Native, but I listen. Sandra 76, I appreciate you so much. Yeah.
This sounds like flirting to me, B.
This is about Nesto. That is why we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Okay.
Lexi Moon, what you got to say?
I say kick him off the platform. That's what I say.
Oh my God. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I didn't come here for this shit.
You gotta get better because I need you to be by my side next time.
Trust me. I'm gonna
better hop your ass there. You better fucking figure it out. You better get two loops on your foot.
Look,
I don't give a damn. Get there,
let me go and get these Native Tribe shirts, headbands, hats, socks. I'm gonna have Native Tribe from head to toe. That heifer ain't gonna have no. And she gonna be like, it's you. Yeah, it's me. I'm the Native one. Yeah. Yeah.
You're the Native one.
I'm the Native one.
We need a new shirt. I kind of like it actually, Native one.
I'm gonna have the whole thing. I'm gonna have a Native Tribe belt, a Native Tribe belt buckle. Okay, my shoes is gonna have Native Tribe shoelaces, and I'm gonna have the Native Tribe shoes. That's right. Y'all ain't know that them existed, but I'm gonna be all the way down.
Native Tribe ones.
Native Tribe. Look, I'm gonna be taking notes on my Native Tribe pad with my Native Tribe pens. Look, ain't gonna leave no doubt as to who I am when I play. Okay? Shit. We ain't playing no games.
You are a mess. Okay, well, look, Black but Not Bitter, is there anything else you want to share? Look, I want to tell the folks here, members, I am about to open up a Zoom, and if you know, you know. Okay, you can only imagine what we about to do. Okay, so if you are a member, I'm going to be putting the link to the Zoom. This is a special Zoom. We're going to start it pretty quickly here, and we're going to kind of recap the day in a different way. All right. So let me see. What did
I'm still going to bed. I really am, for real, for real. I'm tired. I've been with y'all all the weekend long.
You didn't get no sleep last night? What's
Huh?
wrong with you? You didn't get no sleep last night?
No, I didn't.
I did.
No, I did not.
Come on.
Some people was harassing me, so I didn't.
What?
I ain't get none. Nope.
I ain't get none either.
You didn't get. Well, no, you said it was like Christmas. You was.
Oh, you talking about sleep? I thought we were talking about something else. We said don't get none.
Oh no, we talking about sleep. I got sleep. Oh my Lord! Look, y'all be see Nesto rubbing off on you. Now you nasty. Look at you. Oh my God! No, that's not what we talk about. Okay. Jeez. Where's Wiz? I want to. Where is that? And he must be out of town. The fuck? What is going on?
He just got back in town last night.
Oh, okay. That's why you didn't get no sleep. Don't put that shit on Nesto and us. Don't do that. Now we gonna blame Nesto for the shit he responsible for, but we are not responsible for your lack of sleep last night. I think that's probably Wiz that did that shit. Okay.
No, child. If only.
No, Dimples Wimples. It wasn't Mr. Charlie. Nope.
Okay.
What time's our live? I ain't had nothing to drink or eat all day.
Okay, me either. I'm gonna go grab me my greens and my red beans and rice and me some ginger ale, and I will be hitting that Zoom. Hey, Obsessed with the Mess. I will be clicking on that Zoom link, and I will send the link to y'all.
All right.
Okay, so if y'all want to join, y'all can join.
Okay.
Right.
Now my cover's blown, so I'm out there now.
Right. Right. Any final words you have, Black but Not Bitter? Anything you want to share about your day or anything like that?
Hopefully, I did you all proud by trying to be
awesome
as detailed as I could be.
Freaking awesome job.
This is the best boots on the ground we have ever had.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And we even got intel on what Joey might have looked like. Okay. We got all kinds of information on today. All right. How about you, Legacy Moon? Anything you want to share?
No.
Calm down, Legacy.
I'm just tired. I am. I'm for real tired.
Go lay down.
I am. So that is what I'm gonna do. I am gonna do that.
I won't bother you tonight.
Yeah, I'm not going on tonight or anything. I'm going to bed. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, babe.
But I do need to call Nader. Call me after this, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, you're in trouble again.
I will do just that. Okay. All right.
All right. And
thanks for having
me.
I just want to say that I think that infamous Sylvia is ridiculous. I think she's a ridiculous person. Mm-hmm. And I don't know who still takes her serious after today. Not sure why she has subscribers, not sure why she has viewers, not sure why anybody would tune into her, because she's stupid. And I'm so grateful to be a part of a community that has such intelligent people that we can recognize and call out the stupidity of a person like infamous fucking Sylvia. So I'm just grateful for that. So thank you, Black But Not Bitter. You did an amazing job. I will be there next time, and we will call out the stupidity together.
Who's going to apply for the Rule 22? That's all I want to know.
Man, if you let me get a Rule 22, I'm bringing a whole set. I'm bringing lights. I'm bringing cameras. I'm bringing. We're gonna have multiple cameras. It's gonna be multiple angles. I'm gonna have closed captions. The whole nine.
You're gonna have to drive all the way downtown and use that handicap sticker.
There you go. I'm gonna be parked right in front of the courtroom steps. Right in front of the steps. Sir, you can't put I'm handicapped. I'm handicapped.
And I got a Rule 22.
I'm handicapped.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying, sir? I'm handicapped. No. You and you find something else to do, because I'm handicapped. I park right here. That's what the fuck is gonna happen when I go down there. So,
oh my God.
But look, I'm coming back. I'm like, look, I'm the return of the Jedi. I'm coming back. So yes, we will do it together, Black But Not Bitter, the next time that they have something going on down there.
Sounds like a plan.
All righty. Thank you, guys. Again, I'm going to go live here in a little bit. Well, I'm going to post the Zoom link, and then we'll go over there. I hope you guys will join us. All right. Thank you again, Black But Not Bitter. You are the star of the show on today. And I just want to say we can't thank you enough for all that you did, because you really did sacrifice for us, and we appreciate it.
No problem.
Did a phenomenal job. Love you. I'm sorry. I love all of them. I love my Legacy Moons, my sister wife, because we be on the same page, and I love that man, even though he is obviously cheating on us. Okay, but you know what? I got my eye on his ass, and he ain't gonna like what I come with. Okay, if I hear Sandra 76 over here talking all soft and sweet to him again. Okay, I might have to deal with him on another level. Miss Boogie Down, V, you call us hoes and Native calls us queens. And anyway, I love you. I love you hoes though. All right. But thank you, Miss Boogie Down and Sandra 76. Sandra 76 says, I love all of you for being so smart and funny about these two grown adults acting like fools. Thank you for your service. Thank you so much, Sandra 76. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I Am Unique member for 5 months says, thank you for your hard work, Black But Not Bitter. That's right. Thank you so much, Black But Not Bitter. And then I Am Unique came back. Thank you for the super chat and said, thank you, V, Legacy, and Native. Thank you so much. It is our doggone pleasure. Hey, Kind and Fun, thank you for becoming a member on tonight. Also, Sweet Peach became a member. Thank you, Sweet Peach. Sassy Experience. This was the big law and order scene of testimony and evidence that Sonya has been squawking about for 3 years, and this was the best they had. Well, damn. Yes, baby. Well, damn. But thank you, Sassy Experience. Thank you for super chat. Let me do something real quick too before we get out of here. I am going to gift some memberships myself. Hold on here. I just got to pull me up to do it. Hold on one second. Doggone it. Boom. Didn't have me up. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. So I am going to gift, I think I can get 5 members today. I believe I can. Can I? Oh, there we go. Yep. All right. I just gifted 5 members who got the membership. Casino Lady, Trina 2, 50 Creole, Be True, and Dimples Wimples 504 have all become members. So you guys, I'm going to set up the Zoom. I'm going to make this super quick and we'll get over there and we'll start the Zoom. So I hope to see you there. The first 100 people can get in. All right. So again, you guys, thank you everybody who has been supporting the channel. Those of you who are members, became members, gifted memberships, those that gave super chats, just been a blessing. Y'all have been a blessing to me and to the channel. Thank you to all of my wonderful moderators. There was something else I think I wanted to there was something else I wanted to say to y'all. Oh, let me see something. Hold on just a moment. I also want to thank, I don't want to say your full name. Miss Leonard. I'm just going to say that. Miss Leonard, thank you so much for the Cash App. Miss Fisher, thank you so much for the Cash App. Linda G, thank you so much for the Cash App. Miss Perry, thank you so much for the Cash App. I just want to say thank y'all so much. It has been a blessing. I even want to say there were people who did, hold on one second, that gave to the Spot Fund. Thank you so much for that. That has been such a blessing. I really appreciate it. You know, I cut the fool over here. I cuss a lot. But when I tell you my heart is soft and pure all day long, and I am a big old, I'm just super mushy. Okay. If we ever meet, I'm super duper touchy feely, not in a creepy okie kind of way. But if I see you, I want to hug you. And I just want you to know that I'm hugging each and every one of you for the way in which you have embraced me and embraced my channel and just been there when I've needed you most. I am unique. I see you just gifted 2 memberships as well. I see you. Thank you so much. Let me see. Can I see who got those? Shady just got a membership, and so did number 12 online. You've all been gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I am unique. Hold on one second. I wanted to say there were Miss Harcum. I don't want to say people's full names. I just want to say thank you so much for giving to the Spot Fund. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you. All right. So I will see you guys soon. If you are a member, come on, join us over there at the Zoom. Again, if you know, you know. Yeah, we're out of here. Oh, I can't wait, y'all. I got a new song. I'm gonna have to play it soon. I'm certain of it. It just didn't go with today's show. But I got a new song. Yeah, I do. Anyway, see y'all later, and let's go on out on Silverback. Why not? Shit. Bye.
She got a big ass body and some last breasts. Do like a gorilla and beat on your chest. Silverback, 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 silverback. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. I'd rather creep with you, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather sleep with you, ooh, ooh. That's my hoe, and she left her baby daddy in the past. You are first, but I'm about to be her last. Pillow talking and she say your dick trash. She loving how this puppy eat her ass. She ain't no
Yes.